As you saw in the last video, adding a menu link is pretty easy. But what if you want to add attributes to your link? What if you want to add a class or a target attribute so that when a user clicks on the link, a new browser window opens up? How would you do this without writing any custom code? Well, luckily there is a module called Menu Link Attributes, which can help you add custom attributes to your links. If you want to learn more about the module, head over to drupal.org/project/menu_link_attributes. And from here, you can learn more about the module. So to begin, let's first download this module. So jump into your terminal and we're going to use Composer, of course, to download it. So type in Composer, require Drupal/menu link attributes, and then hit enter. Okay, now that we've downloaded the module, let's jump into our site. So let me just close this tab and then go to extend and then search for menu, and you should say menu link attributes. Perfect. And then simply install the module. So now that we have the module installed, go to structure, menus, and then you should see a new tab called available attributes. Click on it. And then here you can see the two available attributes that come out of the box, class and target. And of course, you can create your own attribute, which I'll show you in a second. But let's go back to our menu and then let's go to main navigation and let's create an external menu link and then set the target so that it opens up a new browser window. So click on add link and then type in external. And then let's point this link to drupal.org. And then if we scroll down, you should see this attributes field set. If you click on it, you can see all of the available attributes within this field set. So let's set the target so that it opens up a new window and then click on save. And then if I go to the homepage, so let me open up another tab, go to the homepage, and then if I click on the external link, it opens up a new tab and then redirects me to drupal.org. Now let's add a custom class to the cars link. Now this is something you would commonly do with this module. So let's go back to our main navigation and then click on edit menu. And then let's go edit the cars link. And then scroll down, open up attributes, and let's enter in cars -- link. Again, you can enter in any type of class that you want. And then if I click on save, and then if I go back to the home page, refresh, let's open up the inspector and let's check cars. And here you can see we have a cars -- link. So that is how easy it is to add a class to a menu link. Now let's go ahead and create a custom attribute. So let's go back to our menus and then click on available attributes. Now here you define the attributes using the YAML format. If you want, you can download this YAML editor module and it gives you a YAML editor within a text area and it just formats things nicely, but I don't want to spend too much time downloading yet another module, but it's there if you're going to be doing a lot of manual editing. But you can still modify this configuration without the editor. You just have to make sure that you place the right amount of spaces. So let's go ahead and create a data attribute. So let's just imagine we are working with a front-end team and they want us to add in a data attribute on each link. Now we can easily add that data attribute in by pressing enter and then pressing the spacebar twice. And then let's put in data-menu and then enter in a colon. And if you want, we can even add in a label, but the label and description are optional, but let's just enter in a label. So hit enter and then press the spacebar twice. So 1, 2, and then 2 more times, 1, 2, and then type in label. And then let's enter in the actual label for this attribute. So it can be data menu or something. Just enter in whatever you want. And then scroll down and click on Save Configuration. And then if we go back to our menu, And let's add it to the cars link. And we click on attributes. You can see that we have our data menu. And let's just put in cars data. And then if we scroll down and click on save, and then if we refresh the home page, we should see our data menu attribute with cars data. Perfect. Okay. Now let's add an extra attribute on the container div. So this li. Luckily, with the module, we can even put in attributes on this li element. So to do that, let's go back to menus and let's create another attribute. So again, just hit enter up the top and then press the space bar twice. And let's create a class element for the container div. So to add the attribute to the container, you can do it two ways. The first way is by adding in container as the prefix to the attribute name. So let's just do that. And let's just set it to null. So the default is null. And then if we click on save configuration, and then we go back to list, and then let's edit our menu and then edit cars. And if we click on attributes, you will see that we have kind of made a mistake here. We have two class attributes. Now, luckily for us, we know which one's which, but it is a bit annoying because if you were to say remove this one, how do you know which class it's referring to? So let's fix that up. Let's go back and then let's go back to available attributes. And this time let's remove null and then put in two spaces and then two more spaces. And then let's just add in a label. So we'll call this one container class. And then let's scroll down and click on save. And then if we go back to our cars link, we now have class and then we have container class. So let's enter in cars wrapper. And then click on save. And then if we go back to the home page and refresh, we should see cars wrapper has been added to the class attribute. Let's jump back to our menu and then let's go to available attributes. And let me show you the other way that you can specify a container attribute. So hit enter, add in two spaces, and let's add in a data attribute to the li. So I'll call this one data-wrapper menu, and then put in a colon, and then I will enter in two more spaces, and then two more, and then type in label, and we'll call this one data wrapper, and then I'll enter in 4 spaces in total. And then to specify this attribute so that it appears on the container, type in container and then set it to true. So if you want an attribute to appear on the container, there are two ways you can do it. The first way is by adding in the prefix container underscore to the attribute name. The second way is by setting the container property to true. So scroll down and then click on save. And then if we go back to our menu and then let's edit our cars link, you can see this data wrapper is here. And then let's just enter in cars wrapper data or something, whatever you want. Scroll down and click on save. And then if we refresh, we should see data wrapper menu with cars wrapper, then data. So that is how you use menu link attributes. It's a powerful module and I use it on pretty much every single Drupal site that I work on.